Good afternoon. It is 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and I have to show you this super quick. This is so cute. The kids are all out tobogganing. Excuse my little choker here. I know it's kind of out of place, but whatever. I felt like it. I don't care. So, anybody who happens to be watching, how you doing? What you doing? Is it snowing where you are? It is incredibly mild here. The snow is perfect packing snow. It's actually perfect tobogganing snow. It's perfect snowball fight snow. It's perfect for burying your kids. Hell yeah. It's awesome. So mild. Just a sweater today. Love that. I was not impressed with it when I woke up this morning. I think I got up about 8:30. I didn't even have an alarm set. I just kind of woke up. It was one of those days. I slept beautifully last night. I did wake up around 3:30. And I don't really know why. But I got back to sleep. No issues. Slept like the dead. And woke up at 8:30 this morning. So I looked at my window, as one does when they get up, and I was like, oh, sad. I do hate the snow. I do. I hate winter. I hate the cold. It's wet. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I do very much enjoy seeing the kids out playing from the warmth of my car. They're having such a good time. I shouldn't have parked down here because they're going to be distracting me. It's okay. My windshield will get all full of water and I won't be able to see them and it won't matter no more. So, I am not up to much today. I actually managed to get majority of my shit done this morning. My house is tidy, so I do need to sweep the floors, but I mean, I clean my kitchen multiple times a day, so that's fine. I cleaned my bathroom up this morning, bleached everything down and whatever. That's all done. I've got my laundry all done and folded. I'm waiting on a handful of things to dry. And then I'll bring everything up and put it away. Because that's the trick. Doing the laundry is one thing. Folding it and putting away is another animal entirely. So I will get that done today. However, I went ahead and signed up for my 30-day free trial of Shudder like 20 minutes ago. So a bitch is going to be like consuming as much Dragula as humanly possible before that trial ends. I'm going to watch whatever's up for season 4. And I may go back and binge watch the other 3 seasons. And if I can get all that in before that free trial ends, I will cancel it. Won't owe a penny if I understand the terms and conditions correctly. Because that's how we roll. I think down the line, once I'm back to full-time work, I would totally like do a paid subscription. I did a quick flip through for the movies, and right now it seems to be just a lot of like corny, campy Christmas horror movies, which doesn't really float my boat, but I do love me a good horror movie. I like me a good psychological thriller. I like me a good slasher film from time to time. I do like a good campy one, if they're done right. But I didn't really see anything that I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, this site has a lot of good shit. Like, but I would keep it just for Dracula, quite frankly. Because it's like $6 a month, so who gives a fuck? Right now I can't because I'm only working part-time. I have to be very, very careful. But oh, what's Dracula? And somebody just decided to park right the fuck beside me. Really? This is Big parking lot. There's lots of other places to go. Why do they always have to park beside me? Always. Anyways, I hate that so much. It makes me so self-conscious and I hate it. Anyhow. So I was up, well, not late, because I probably went to bed around midnight, but for the vast majority of my evening last night was spent downloading and trying to figure out an editing program. Because the video that I made for yesterday that will be going up at 3 o'clock today on Saturday. This video, of course, is for Sunday. Just to make that clear as mud. I think I got about 8 minutes into my video, and my phone, in its infinite wisdom, because, you know, smartphones, decided that it wanted to ask me if I was ready to install an update on my phone. I was not. I was recording. The fuck? Come on now. Google listens. It should know. And so it turned off my video. So I had to do over. I had to do it over. And I did do like a quick recap of the 8 minutes that I had done before. I hate doing it. It's just, it's just not the same. It's not the same. So I'd said in the video that I was going to try and stitch it together and make it just one video, because even worse than having to refilm and have everything sounding just so meh is refilming. I hate refilming, and I hate putting up 2 videos, because like a part 1 and a part 2 or whatever, which I've done a few times. Again, it just loses something, right? And I hate it so much. And usually when I do that, most people will watch one or the other, but they don't watch both. So there's context lost, I feel. And yeah, I don't know. So I downloaded this editing program. And it had like a tutorial and everything, but I felt like if I could sit here forever going through this tutorial and then forever trying to remember what the tutorial was telling me, whatever. So I just jumped in. I imported my video from my phone to my laptop to this editing program and just fiddle fucked with it. I bet you at least 45 minutes to an hour. Because what I did without knowing that I did it was I layered my video. So when I put one video in and I dragged and dropped the other video in, I somehow, for some reason, also had the second video on another track. So it would play through and it was quite seamless, but all of a sudden a video would be talking over a video and it was like, the fuck? And I had no idea why. Fiddle mucking with all the placement things, and I have no idea what they are, or what they do, or why they're there, or because, you know, what's a tutorial? It's like reading instructions. What? No. Just go in and figure it out. Come on. So I finally figured it out. Fuck, I'm so stupid. Like, really? So I cleared everything and did it again, but properly. And it went very smoothly. I didn't have to add any transitions. I didn't have to do anything. Literally just drop and drag. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Done. Right? Easy peasy. But when I played it back, it was stuttering. And I thought, well, now, I did kind of breeze through it on my phone, like the 2 videos. And there was no stuttering on my phone. So why is it stuttering Like, is this how it's going to come out? Like, because you can preview everything before you before you import it or whatever back to your computer to upload, to then upload to YouTube. It's a process, man. And I thought, oh, for fuck's sakes. Thought, whatever, we're just gonna do it. And because I can preview it in its entirety once it's uploaded to YouTube, right? Before I post it. So I was like, fine, whatever. We'll just import it or export it or whatever the fuck. We're going to magically transport it from the editing thing to my computer. Okay? I don't know technical stuff pretty. Okay? 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to have this thing, and I did save it. I did back it up just in case. 2.5 hours for it to go from the editing program and save it back into my computer. Really? Whatever, man. So I let it do its thing. Do you, bud? Whatever. I ain't gonna argue with you. Just make my video go up, okay? In the meantime, I was texting with my boyfriend a little bit. He's feeling much better. In fact, he's doing a brake job today on his little side business that he does. So good for him. And I talked to my buddy for a little bit, and then as I was talking to him, I had to go get Boo Boo from work. So what was I picking him up for? I was picking him up for 8 o'clock, I feel. So around 7:30, 20 to 8, I go warm up the car, and I'm talking to my buddy. And we get in the car, and the car, when you turn the car on, because of my Bluetooth, my phone automatically hooks into my car. So, that's fine. Talking to my buddy, pulling out of my driveway, going to get Boo Boo. I'm going down the road, and I come across a shit ton of Popo. Okay. Now, I have shit night vision, okay? I do not do any driving. I don't have to do at night. And if I do have to go anywhere, trust and believe it ain't far. And we going slow because I can't see. So not only now am I, and I had a killer headache yesterday. And so now the snow is here and I feel much better. So there's that. I had this pounding headache and I'm squinting because I can't, like, everything is just glares and blurs, and it's just, my night vision is garbage. And now I have all these fucking police lights everywhere, and I'm like, holy, like, they don't need to be that bright. They just don't need to be that bright. They were so bright that I couldn't see the cop that was standing in the middle of the road with his reflective vest on until I was like right on top of him. I was like, oh, hello, officer. So I pull up to the one, and now my buddy stopped talking, right? Because he's on the car phone. And I put my window down, good evening, officer. How you doing? Didn't see you there. All I can see are your lights, right? I'm squinting. And he just looked at me and he's like, good evening, ma'am. Can you drive up to the next officer? I'm like, okay. So, mosey on up to the next officer, and that one's a woman. Because, yeah. So, I pull up, and I'm like, hello? How are you tonight, officer? And she's got like half her body coming into my car through the window. Like too close. And she's like, yeah, the lights are really bright, aren't they? I said, they're too bright. Like, I can't see. I couldn't see the officer in the middle of the road because the lights are so freaking bright. Like, his reflective vest was doing nothing for him. I could not see him. And she's like, oh, it was a ride program. I'm like, yep, 'tis the season. Yep. She's like, have you been drinking or doing any drugs tonight? I'm like, nope, not tonight. Not tonight. And she laughed at me. She's like, okay, well, off you go. I'm like, yeah. They're usually very... They've usually, I find when I get pulled over by the ride program, they have a sense of humor, which is nice, because any other time well, I've never been pulled over for anything but a ride program, but I have been stopped on the street, like walking, and they have no sense of humor whatsoever. So it was a nice change. I just thought it was interesting. And then as I drive away from her, of course, I put my window up and I take off, and my buddy pipes up. He's like, I didn't want to say anything. I heard you talking to the police. I'm like, why? It's a ride program. Like, he's like, well, I didn't want you to get ticketed for distracted driving. And I said, well, you're on my speakerphone. Like, I'm not holding my phone. I'm not talking on the phone. I'm not, but whatever. I appreciate it. When the cops are around, shut the fuck up. So coming home, I took all the back roads. I didn't want to run into them again. But it was like, where are we going? I said, we're taking back roads. He says, why? I said, because the ride program's out tonight. I've already been stopped once. We're not doing it again. I want to get home. I can't stand those lights. Like, God damn it. My head is pounding. So he's laughing at me. And we get home, and I still had like 30 or 40 minutes for this fucking video to do whatever the hell it was doing. I was like, God, like, I do not want to be, like, my hat's off to these people that do a shit ton of editing to their videos, because fuck me. Like, no. So once it finally finished whatever the fuck it was doing, I had to take a minute and figure out how to upload from my laptop, because I always upload from my phone. I do everything from my phone, except for the subscribey things and the screen ends, because I don't see anywhere on my phone how to do that. But everything else I do from my phone. So, and because I don't edit, I don't worry about it. I do a quick run through my video to make sure the sound is okay, and that there's at least a little bit of light, because a lot of times I vlog at night, and sometimes I forget to turn my interior light on because I'm a dumbass. In which case I just kind of go fuck it and I upload it anyway, because I'm not redoing it. You don't need to see me. It's kind of like a podcast. You just need to hear what I'm talking about, right? That's how I do vlogs when I listen to them. They're background noise for me while I putter around and do shit around the house. Make sure I like them. And yeah, it's just background noise in the house, so whatever. So I had to find stuff to entertain myself with while I'm waiting for this fucking video. Because now that I have it to the computer, now I have to upload it to YouTube. That was another hour. But when you do it on your laptop, I guess there's a new thing. The pop-up said it was new. Because like I said, I've never uploaded from my laptop before. Where you can do your subscribey things and your end screens and your description all in that one spot before it's processed. So I thought, cool, at least I can get that done. Then the only thing I need to do once it's done processing is pick a thumbnail, right? Because I don't make thumbnails. No. I just pick from the 3 or 4 options they give me, and we good. It's fine. And so that's what I did. And finally got it up. So it took what, like 3.5 hours, I guess, to get my video up to YouTube last night. It was crazy. And then as I was talking to my buddy before I left to get Boo Boo, I was telling him, I was telling him about the editing program and what a pain in the ass, but I figured it out. It's fine and whatever. And he's like, okay, well, when it goes public tonight, he said, I'll make sure to watch my notifications, and I'll watch and I'll let you know how it looks. And I said, but it's not going to go up until 3 o'clock on Friday. Like my shit doesn't go public until 3 o'clock the next day. Like I filmed the day before. He's like, you do? And I said, well, yeah. Like, I work and stuff. Like, you know, I'm part-time, but like I work and stuff. When I'm not at work, like I have things I need to do around the house or out and about, or like I'm a busy bitch. I filmed the day before. Everything's a day behind. He says, oh, I didn't know that. And I said, yeah. As soon as I found out that there was a way you could set up your videos for later times, I was like, hell yeah, that's what we're doing. Because then you can pre-film stuff if you're going on vacation or if you're having company or whatever the fuck, really. I think that's brilliant. I was like, hell yeah, that's what we're doing. So it all got done. It'll be up by 3 o'clock today. And I did watch it in YouTube Studio, and there was no buffering. It was absolutely fine. So it's just something with that editing program, I guess. So yeah, it was absolutely fine. So I was happy. I was glad it was done. My God, it was a lot. So, and it wasn't as long as I thought. I thought that video was going to be at least a good hour with putting the two together, but I think it was like 45 minutes or something, which isn't too bad. I try not to go over half an hour too much. I figure 30 minutes is more than enough. Although I do personally enjoy longer form content, especially when I've got some shit to say. So, because I do go off from time to time. And my thought process is very all over the place. I know I jump around a lot, and it's probably confusing as hell. And don't worry, because it is for me, especially when I forget where I was going, and it's, yeah. I'm right there with you, don't worry. We're in this together. Then I got into, well, not so much a chat, but I had somebody who was watching a video of mine from, I don't know, a couple days ago now, I guess, when I was talking about Dragula and wigs and the idea of homeschooling and stuff. Actually, I think that's what it was called, Dragula, wigs, and homeschooling, or something like that. And they were so sweet. They were commenting on my video and even gave it a like. I was like, oh, we love engagement. Like, that's so exciting. I love it when I get comments and stuff. I mean, the likes are great, whatever, but I really like the comments. I really, really enjoy when people comment, and especially if it turns into a bit of a back and forth. It's nice. I do really enjoy that. So I really, really appreciated that. It makes me so happy. They said they enjoyed my energy. I was like, yay! I do get very excited when I talk about the queens. Yes, I do. I love my queens. Since I joined the Twitter, I have a few of them that I follow now, and I'm so happy. They're so, just good senses of humor, and yeah, I try to be very picky on what I read and whatever on there, because like Twitter is a hell site. I don't care what anybody says. I have only been on it for about a week or so, though I did try it, I don't know, a couple years ago. I think I gave it 24 hours and I fucking deleted that shit. I was like, yep, nope. But it hasn't been bad. And like I said, I do enjoy following my queens. That's actually my main thing there. I absolutely love to follow my queens. Some of their joking, of course, is way over my head because I'm not in the business, and that's what a lot of their jokes seem to be, is business stuff, right? But it's entertaining. I do enjoy it. It gives me a chuckle. As long as I stay away from the drama, because I could care less about any of that shit. I don't care. I don't care. I have a couple like drama channels, commentary channels that I follow on YouTube. But I have found in the last year and a half or so, the tea stuff, like the drama stuff, I could care less about. If they're just sort of talking about shit that they're doing, stuff that they've bought, P.O. Box stuff, like P.O. Box unboxings, whatever, stuff like that, I'll watch that absolutely, and I'll make sure to give them their likes and drop random comments and stuff like that, although I don't comment on videos very often. On those videos, like on the Viewer's Voice channel, I very rarely comment, because I find a lot of people that comment in his comment section are extremely catty and looking for a fight, and I'm too old for that shit. Nope. You want to fight, come find me. I don't do this internet shit. You want to fight, come find me. Make it worth my time. Ready to Glare is another one. I love her to pieces. I've watched her for years. I have enjoyed watching her confidence grow and watching her grow as an entertainer, and I think she's brilliant. I will not comment in her comment section. They are fucking brutal over there. Oh my God. Like, you know, it's a bunch of kids, right? It's all a bunch of kids. And they're there to kick a hornet's nest and just be fucking nasty little bastards. And I ain't got time for that shit. I just don't comment. Nope. I'll leave her little emojis and stuff, because that's considered engagement as well. And I'll make sure to give her like and everything. But I will not engage in any kind of conversation at all. Nope. Actually, I think the only people I will leave comments on, I will comment on Robert Welsh. I will comment in his comment section, and the channel he has with his brother. I will comment there. The people are just a lot more chill. They're there to have a good time. It's all good fun. I will comment there. I will comment on anything Peter Mon does. His comment section is very chill. Who is the other one? There's another one that I comment on from time to time. Raw Beauty Christie. Super chill comment section. I think that's it, really. And Tom McDonald. Whenever Tom McDonald does a live, a bitch is in there. I love him fiercely. I think he's fantastic. He is such a good showman. And his comment section can be crazy. It just moves really fast. And that is a comment section that is extremely protective. So if you're making a compliment or whatever, you have to make sure that it doesn't come off as a backhanded compliment, because you will get dogpiled. I've seen it happen. But I do enjoy his comment section. It is entertaining. And I love his live streams. He is so funny. He really is so funny. But yeah, I avoid most comment sections. People are just absolutely mad. I don't worry about mine because I don't get a whole lot. But I'm here to tell you, the day ever comes that I get, you know, a conversation going, trust and believe, I keep on top of that shit. Like I answer if I get a comment, as long as I'm awake and in Wi-Fi, because I don't have data. So as long as I'm in Wi-Fi range and I'm conscious, I'm pretty much all over my comment section. I will respond to you quickly. If I see fuckery in my comment section, I'm all over that too. Like, there will be no nasty talking. There will be no putting anybody down. There will be no making fun of somebody. I mean, all in good fun is one thing, but to be mean and hurtful, that is not good. That would never fly in my comment section, ever. Now, granted, some of these people just have thousands of comments and you can't keep on top of that, but who is it that always, I can't pronounce her name, but she used to do Pilaf, if anybody knows. Reifenstein? I think her name is JJ. Sweet girl. Very, very sweet girl. But she puts in a disclaimer on all her videos, and mentions the comment section, right? Which I think is very smart on her part. And she does go through her comment section quite thoroughly. So, I understand when you have a whole crap ton of comments, that it's hard to do, but you gotta give it your best. You gotta keep your comment section safe, right? I'm all for freedom of speech, but if you're gonna be a dick, you getting blocked. or your comments getting deleted or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't believe in necessarily blocking people, but in the comment section, absolutely. Absolutely. I won't block. I don't think I'd ever block anybody from my channel. But if there's an option to block you from the comment section and you're a dick, I will do that. Absolutely. I would protect other people that come and comment on my, like, come on. I think that that's a responsibility that everybody has if you have an active comment section. It is getting awfully warm in here. I don't think I brought my cigarettes. I wouldn't get out anyway. There's too many people around. It would be weird. Anyways, we're about at the 30-minute mark, so that's time for me to boot. I have no idea what I will title this. This is just kind of a very random video, but I'll boot and go binge watch me a fuck ton of Dragula. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I might have to go pick up some ice cream or some shit on my way home. Yeah. And just have a lazy fat girl day on the couch, eating ice cream and watching Dragula. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, that sounds like such a good idea. So, to the person that was commenting on my video the other day, thank you. I appreciate you. I enjoyed that thoroughly. It makes me so happy. And to everybody out there, I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.